Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. I am back with my log. My log felt I had to share some of the highlights and the things I enjoyed from the return because my log felt I was being very harsh on it. But there are elements that I really loved. Seeing Margaret come back, understanding how important it was to Catherine Coulson and the fact that she was too sick to film those scenes, but she lied to everyone and it happened. And I think she died like 3 days after they filmed the scenes. But just to have her back and to have her be the person who sort of started it all up again and got Hawke, and that Hawke listened to her and respected her, and that she initiated sort of the reopening of it all, that was great. Seeing Ed and Norma get together finally, and Nadine set him free and find her own happiness and just move on finally instead of just staying in this relationship they had. Seeing Dr. Jacoby, I don't know how I feel about him because, I mean, he helped Nadine, but is he just selling these lame products or is he actually selling, actual solutions, and these are just ways to make money as part of it? I'm not sure. But it was nice to have him back. And seeing Ben and Jerry, seeing that Ben is still trying to be this good, honourable man, that was something, that was where we left him off from Twin Peaks. I mean, back in the second season, see that he, of course, survived that fireplace and that he still was trying to be a good person, that he didn't revert back to, which is probably why we didn't see Catherine. She probably got tired of Twin Peaks because there's probably no one to, do dastardly villainous things with. Seeing Andy and Lucy again, Wally Brando was a trip. Now, Andy and Lucy are on another planet, and I felt at times like they were just being a parody, and that was more than that, but it would have been nice to have seen them just be themselves again for a few scenes, but it was nice just to see the actors back and see them there, and particularly Hawke was great, because him and the new sheriff, and I actually found out, I didn't realise this, but the sheriff, the guy who played Harry's brother, was originally supposed to play Harry in the original series, but he was unavailable, and they got, was it Michael O'Keefe? I can't remember how to say his name. I've never said it out loud, I don't think. O'Keefe? No, I don't know, God. But yeah, the original Harry couldn't be in it. He was apparently going to be, but then he retired anyway. I guess they took just too long to get it to there, so they probably had talked to him at an earlier stage, but then he didn't end up doing it, so they wrote him out as sick, and there are a lot of actors who did die, who were sick, or were sick. I mean, David Bowie apparently declined because he was sick. Other people passed well before that, like the Major, but they still managed to feature him in some very disturbing ways. But seeing Machen Amick and Bobby and Shelley back, and I mean, it's horrible to see what a disaster their child was, but just to see them as parents sort of, and to see that Bobby actually got himself together and became a sheriff, and deputy and all that, was working for the sheriff's department. It was really great just to revisit these characters, go back to the town, and to have a little bit more of that dark sort of mysterious feel that we had in the original series, the first season particularly. But at the same time, there wasn't that overall guiding mystery. It was sort of like, what happened? How do we get Cooper back? But there was really no mystery to this series this season. And I'm like, that's sort of one area where it's sort of, I feel like it didn't work. But I'm trying to stay on the positive, because I already said that in that review. But it was just great to be back in Twin Peaks. Like, I watched the show many times, and I got excited to start every time, but it was always so sad to end and have to leave Twin Peaks again. And now to have, then was, Fire Walk with Me, which you could either watch afterwards or you could watch beforehand and stretch it out a bit. And then you've got now the event series, The Return. No one refers to it as season 3. It just expands the universe, extends it, and I like that. As much as I love the time capsule and the nostalgia of the original seasons 1 and 2, I love that we're also seeing a modern day contemporary version with people on mobile phones and using the internet and all those things that make it feel, contemporary. But yeah, so those are sort of the positive things for me. Those are just the highlights. I just want to focus on the good things that we did get. We revisited a whole lot of characters. I mean, Audrey Horne, I was disappointed what they did with her at first, but then I love the fact that we did still have that little bit of mystery of exactly what was happening with her and where she was and all that, so that was good. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the return and, you know, what the highlights were for you. And I just hope some other Twin Peaks fans can watch my videos and appreciate the fact that I love the show and just let me share how much it meant to me and enjoy that, because I felt very isolated when I was watching the show originally, and I didn't realise how big it was until the return happened. And I'm glad there are other fans out there who still love Twin Peaks and still watch it regularly. And yeah, I'm going to go. Bye.